Good morning, OPOS. We'll continue the 5-minute meal series with Insalata Caprese. So we start the timer. Add a bit of olive oil, 1 or 2 tablespoons. If you're using cherry tomatoes, you can add them as it is. Or if you're using small tomatoes, you can add them as it is for a nice roasted effect. If you just have large tomatoes, you need to either cut them like this and place them like this so that they get roasted. And some peas for the starch. This is a Italian style salad. That's it. You don't need to add anything else. Close. Cook it on high for a couple of whistles. So we have the starch in there, we have the micronutrients in there from tomatoes, we have the fat in there from olive oil. Now let's prepare the other stuff. We'll use some basil for garnishing. This is not Italian basil, I'm using Indian basil, which is perfectly okay. Or you can use other herbs if you like. So Insalata Caprese is a Capri style salad made in Capri actually. With just tomatoes, fresh mozzarella cheese, dressed with olive oil and a bit of salt. So we're just tweaking the template a bit with whatever mozzarella cheese you get here. These are not fresh, but this is the best you get here. I'll take a bit of that mozzarella cheese. This will be for the protein. Just slice it. You can also use other cheeses if you like. I'll use a bit of cheddar. Any cheese goes well with tomatoes. You can even use paneer or feta or whatever cheese you like. We are not really bothered about sticking exactly to the recipe, but we are just using the recipe as a broad guideline and tweaking it to do whatever we like. In this case, it is to prepare a balanced meal with carbohydrate, protein and fat. So some cheddar cheese, some mozzarella cheese, I will also add some paneer. That's it. The traditional recipe uses fresh tomatoes. We are replacing it with roasted tomatoes. And there are no peas in the traditional recipe. We are adding peas so that some amount of carbohydrates can be added. So you can take classic recipes like this. Oops. I put this in the venting position. So you can take classic recipes like this, and if they are missing starch, add some starch. If they are missing protein, add some protein. If they are missing fat, add some fat. So that you can convert all of them into a balanced meal. And based on your dietary preferences, you can change the ratios. You can have little or no protein, little or no carbs, or little or no fat. It's completely up to you. The whole idea is to go beyond roti dal and rice and curry templates which we are stuck with, which are invariably carbohydrate heavy and which unfortunately has made us a nation of obese diabetic people. That is one. I let this go for maybe 2 to 3 more whistles. The tomatoes get nicely roasted. And fill up the blanks with tomatoes. switch off. Hopefully the tomatoes would have retained their shape. Even if they don't, it's perfectly okay as long as they have not become a mush. Okay. They look nice and roasted. You can remove the peels if you like. It's been roasted pretty well actually. I was half worried they would become mush. You can remove the peel if you like, or use it as it is. That is a very continental looking meal. Roasted tomatoes, roasted peas, and a variety of cheese. The tomatoes have performed much better than what I hoped for. The peas have got nicely roasted too. Look at that. Just sprinkle some basil leaves on top. Sprinkle some salt. Some herbs if you like. Some pepper if you like. And that is our, that is our Insalata Caprese.